All right, welcome back to another episode of Saline Speaks. I'm Chase Stanton, the station manager here at SCTN, and today I'm joined by the new Main Street Director, Holli Andrews, who's going to talk with us a little bit about coming to Michigan, so a big move.
Absolutely.
A little bit about Main Street, and then maybe some things lying ahead.
Sounds great.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
So glad to be here. This is a big honor for me, so thank you.
Oh, well, welcome and congratulations on the new position.
Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of cool how this job happened. I had just finished my last position running a nonprofit downtown revitalization program that I fashioned after the Main Street program in Framingham, Massachusetts, which is Metro West Boston. And I was in between. I had a little hiatus and was looking for something this way because my folks actually live up by Lapeer, just outside of Lapeer. They're getting older, and I wanted to be closer so I could, hang out with them a little bit more without driving or traveling 750 miles.
Yeah.
But this job showed up in a really cool online, actually through LinkedIn, and the National Trust for Historic Preservation. It was linked through that, and I applied on the 27th of December, and by the 12th of January, they were offering me the job.
Wow.
Yeah, I cleared all the hurdles super fast.
That's amazing. And a little bit before we started, you were saying you have a background in urban development, correct?
Yeah. So I started out, I grew up in a little tiny town in Maine on actually a little tiny airport. And my dad in the 70s used to take me up and point at all the urban sprawl and pollution in the rivers back then was really bad, and just things that really bothered him. We'd look out the cockpit window and get this amazing overview, and I think he just really influenced me to want to make a difference. It bothered him. It was something that he hated to see happening, so I inherited that from him. And as I got older, I had a bit of a creative side. I went to art school, and even though it wasn't the best fit for me, I ended up leaving that and traveling out west. I lived in Boulder, Colorado, Santa Cruz, California. Started to really get into the environmental movement in the 80s and late 80s, early 90s. Moved back to Maine and studied ecology. And ecology, if people know about it, it's natural resource management, but it's really the study of living and non-living things in a given environment. And it's very broad. It wasn't a career choice. It was just something that I loved so much, and I got a bachelor's in that and ended up developing community in many different ways. I was an AmeriCorps member. I worked with at-risk youth. I worked with adults with developmental disabilities, and really saw the merit in connecting them to community and creating those networks that support people, and it makes life for all of us more vibrant when we're all together. From there, I ended up working on an organic farm, became a garden designer. I was the one-year-round grower and ran the greenhouses and nursery, and fell in love with greening, and it just all came together to downtown revitalization. And that's really what downtown revitalization is. It's combating sprawl, and it's creating a place where people will come and park their car and walk around. They can get things done, meet people, have a bite to eat. The most beautiful downtowns like downtown Saline have lots of greening and plants and planters and trees and music and gathering places. People mix, all different ages, different backgrounds, different cultures, and that's how I got in the field. So.
Wow. And so definitely a good background and experience to have as Saline kind of builds up and grows.
Oh, I am so excited to be here, and working with this community has just been so welcoming to me. And I really am amazed at how much people stick their necks out and get involved and volunteer happily and willingly. They really exhibit the type of volunteer who gets reward out of helping others. That is inherent in this community. and I'm excited to work with people like that. The downtown is so beautiful, and I can't even imagine there was a time when it wasn't, because everybody has lovingly restored the buildings, the tin ceilings, the facades, everything that was done with the Michigan Department of Transportation recently is beautiful. And the banners that welcome people, and just everybody's ideas of what they want to contribute, how to bring people downtown, whether it's with music or their restaurant or their shop, their salon, different events. Everybody their excitement is contagious, and I definitely get that from them.
Yeah. And so I guess jumping back just a little bit, for someone who doesn't know, what does a Main Street do? I think people see, people in Main Street shirts at events downtown, but maybe that's all they really know.
It's a great question. Thanks for asking. So the Main Street program was initiated by the National Trust for Historic Preservation. It's a national movement and organization to bring back the historic downtowns and central places and neighborhoods that really create sense of place for people, local economic vitality, a place where seniors can mingle with young people and where people can get a sense of their history through the architecture and the businesses that have been there throughout time, the different events that have happened throughout time, historically and otherwise. And so what they did was they created this structure for bringing back downtowns that really went into a decline starting in the 50s. Auto-oriented roads and development cropped up all over the country, and because people wanted to drive their cars everywhere and traffic wasn't as congested as it is now, people wanted to go to places where they could park and do things with big box businesses, lots of big parking lots. But what people found was a lot of that auto-oriented roadway wasn't really walkable, so it wasn't a place where it was safe for children and families or seniors to walk around, intermingle. And as we were in our cars more and more, it became just so congested. So in order to bring back the downtowns where you don't have to drive around to get things done, they created this 4-point approach. And the Main Street program is a 4-point approach. And that's what we have in downtown Saline, in Saline Main Street, the organization that I'm now the new director at. The 4 points are promotion, economic restructuring, organization, and design. And just briefly, each one of those approaches in the accredited Main Street program has a team that focuses on that specific approach and brings in volunteers. So promotions, they do a lot of events. They promote through social media and any other media and outlet that they can, but they're the ones that spearhead incredible events that are locally designed and meant to bring people out and get them physically to the downtown and in the businesses and hopefully opening their pockets. Organization is about working with volunteers and working with sponsors, with fundraising, but getting people involved so that the town or city feels ownership in what's happening with their downtown, which often is a very personal and visceral connection that people have to their downtowns. Design is about bringing the downtown to its highest, best, most beautiful physical condition. So the hanging baskets that are called Bee Blooming here in Saline, they're banner projects. They work on holiday decorations. They work with the city a lot. And the city of Saline is very involved with the organization, and we're grateful for the city manager and the mayor and the city council and all that they do with us. And then economic restructuring, and that is our team is called the Business Development Team. So they're really about stabilizing the existing businesses as well as filling empty spaces, bringing in new businesses, how to attract different types of businesses. So you have this great mix so that there's something for everybody, lots of choices, and everybody hopefully in that mix really helps to elevate each other as a business, sharing customers and opportunities, problem solving together. So that's the 4-point approach. And like I said, we have each one of those approaches, the Saline Main Street has a robust team that drives each of those approaches. And we are governed by Michigan Main Street, which is the state office for the National Trust for Historic Preservation. And we work with them and Pure Michigan, that movement and the state's economic development. And so it's preservation-based revitalization, locally designed, and just, yeah, lots of activity, lots of hard work. But it's really it's got a great, strong foundation that is tried and true all over the country. And I think no one better than Saline, for sure.
Yeah. Earlier you had mentioned volunteers, and I think it's important for people to know, aside from yourself, Main Street's a completely volunteer-run organization, correct?
Absolutely. And everybody puts in incredible hours that are always reported every month to the state office. So the state office really checks in on the meeting minutes to see what people are doing, how many volunteer hours. And, you know, it really is amazing to see at the end of every month with that report how many people have done so much work that month and each and every month. And I do want to also say, as far as the leadership of Saline Main Street, that's phenomenal as well. Everybody just really takes their executive position seriously and does a beautiful job with helping people feel not only motivated but appreciated and on track, and nothing slides. It's really well done. So.
Now, we kind of mentioned, all these things happening in Saline, so you're jumping into a lot right off the bat,
yeah.
But kind of what's important to you? Where do you want to see things go?
Well, most importantly, I want to see the downtown continue to move forward. The downtown businesses, the business owners and the property owners who I've met, and I've met so many, and there are still so many to come. And I'm out there every day walking around and connecting with people and attending different meetings all over the city so that people feel connected to Saline Main Street and what's happening there. But most importantly, that there's a lot of vitality both on the sidewalk and in the economic climate. I want them to feel huge success, experience huge success, feel successful, see their businesses grow in the way that they want them to grow. I want them to feel that they have a strong voice with the local decision makers, and to feel that they have a great liaison through Saline Main Street with local decision makers and the residents and different stakeholders. I want everybody to feel when they come downtown that they're making memories. That I think it's important for people to feel when they're from a place that they're proud to be where they're from. And that certainly exists now, and I only want to enhance that. Keep it fresh. I don't want anybody to be left out. I want downtown to be a place for everybody. So those are certainly my goals. And then also one of my goals is to try one in each of all the dishes. I imagine that I'll be going to the downtown salons and having my hair look better. I imagine myself having more and more friends there and more colleagues. So those are some of my personal goals. To get my parents here so I can take them out to eat. They're going to love it. We haven't had a chance to do that yet, so that will be very soon. But
that's great.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything we haven't touched on really that you'd want people to know, either about you or Main Street or?
Well, I think one thing that I always love to highlight all the incredible things that are coming up. There are some events that are coming soon, depending on when this is aired, but we have Ladies' Night coming up on April 12th, and it's a Thursday night. I believe it's 6 to 9. Mod Squad is the hosting business, and our promotions team is working hard with the owner of Mod Squad and all our incredible volunteers to throw a really cool party for all of the amazing, wonderful women that want to come out that night. We're going to have a really good time and eat lots. And I think the theme is bubbles and baubles. So we're going to build necklaces by going to each of the businesses. There are going to be cool demos and amazing prizes and lots of different bubbly beverages. That will be fun, and food and stuff. And then after that, we have Taste of Saline, which we're really excited about that event as well. It's one of my favorites to go to places. This is a chance for all our downtown restaurants and people that are involved to really strut their stuff. We've got a ton of talent downtown. If you're a vegan, there's incredible vegan cuisine that can be found there. I had a vegan tempeh Reuben one day that was phenomenal. We've got craft brews, we've got incredibly creative pub cuisine and fine dining, the freshest seafood. I tell people I came from Boston to come and experience the freshest seafood. It's amazing. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's on May 20th. That's a Sunday this year, and it goes from 2 to 5, so we hope a lot of families will come out. And this year, it's going to be, we're working on some different surprises. I know that things are being confirmed right now in meetings among our volunteers and organizers, so you'll just have to come and see what those surprises are. But it's going to be a little bit different this year. Everybody's excited about that. And then, of course, the music series that I'm thrilled to be a part of this year. I love live music, and I just love that you guys shut down the streets and have a party. So those are the things that are coming up. People can look forward to, we are working with the city to improve parking, and that is something that everybody's working together on now. It's a great partnership, and it's very much in the formative stages. But parking is really, I heard the team leader for the business development team say it's the lifeblood of our small businesses, and also for the offices and the people that work and choose to work downtown and live downtown. So people that visit want to know where they can park, how long they can park, that there's consistency, no surprises, always access year-round to park and get out and walk around. So we're excited to be part of that, building a real parking program for downtown, and engaging all of our businesses and stakeholders. And so I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, just everything coming up. Come downtown. Visit us often and come see me. I love visitors. I can be found, we have a great website, which is salinemainstreet.org, and my contact info is on there. I'd love to hear people's ideas. If they have any concerns or hopes and wishes, that's what I'm here for. So come see me anytime.
Perfect. Well, thank you for stopping by and coming and seeing us for today.
It was a pleasure.
Well, definitely, anyone make sure to check out the website, say hi to Holli, stop her around town, and just welcome and congratulations again on the new job.
Thank you so much, Chase. Thank you.